Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a magic review. Today we are going to look at Sonic Stab from Loki Kross and Sans Minds. Alright, Sonic Stab, what is this? This is the modern day version of the card stab. You've probably seen a magician do this before. You know, a card is selected and then it's lost in the deck. And then either by throwing the cards up in the air or spreading the cards around on the table, the magician then takes out a sword or a knife or something sharp, swings it through and finds the card. Penn and Teller even do it where they stab the card right through one of their hands. And so there's lots of different variations of this. This uses the famous white headphones that everyone seems to wear. We all wear it around our neck. So this enables you to do a card trick, have a card selected, you just pull the headphones off your neck, fling them through the air, and then with style and grace, you stab this person's selected card right in front of them. Everything's examinable afterwards. Let's get on into this review. All right, so a couple questions we always ask about all of our magic reviews, and the first of which is, what's in the box? What's in the box? It is a DVD. It is a DVD, that's all you're getting. You're not getting headphones, okay? So don't think you're getting a pair of headphones. And actually, Sans Minds has released some other headphone effects, and so if you have some of those, you might want to check this one out too and kind of blend them all together if you could put together a little headphone routine. The DVD is only about 18 minutes long, okay, so you're just getting the trailer and the explanation, and that is it. All right, so is it what I thought? You know, sometimes we watch the commercials and you try to guess and say, well, if I were going to do this, how would I do it? And you kind of watch the trailer maybe once, maybe twice, looking for something, you know, out of the ordinary. And I was able to guess it. I mean, you kind of watch how he does it, and then he does it the same several different times, and then you kind of figure, okay, I bet it's this, and it really is. How are the angles on this? The angles on this, surprisingly, are pretty clean. I thought, you know, when I figured out how it was done, I kind of figured there would be some angle issues, but actually Super Dave explains how to eliminate those angle issues, and it's actually a pretty cute walk-around effect. Can it be inspected? Everything can be inspected afterwards, obviously. I mean, the cards are on the ground, so I don't think anyone's going to inspect that. But the card that's been pierced through with your headphones, absolutely, and if you wanted, you could pull the card off and give it to the person as a souvenir, provided you didn't want to use that card again. Now, as far as can it be inspected before, Super Dave teaches this so that there is a variation where you could have the headphones inspected beforehand, and then what he does is he teaches you a switch. Now, that switch is super knacky, like it is super bold, like you'd have to just have some, you just have to do a really bold move. He says it flies right by your spectator. I don't know, it seems really obvious, but I don't know. Maybe you could figure out another variation where you could do a switch out with your headphones, but yeah. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the video? Sans Minds always makes great DVDs, and this one's no exception. Super Dave's teaching you, you got a black backdrop. He's gonna go over everything you need to know in the 18 minutes. There's very light background music, but it's not annoying. Now, as far as what he's gonna teach you on the DVD, he's obviously gonna show you how to do a card force, and he'll show you a couple of different ways. He'll show you how to make the gimmick, and then how to wear it, and then how to perform it, and then what type of headphones you will want to use. Now, as far as it being well made, you make it. I mean, you provide your own deck of cards, you provide your own headphones. All right, so how much practice does it require? It's pretty easy, provided you know how to do a card force, right? And the way Super Dave does it is by doing a card spring. Now, you will need to know how to do a card spring, and that would mean folding the cards up and then launching them into the air. And then, of course, doing the move. Now, the move is probably the easiest part out of all of those things. And so getting down to where this all works seamlessly, which means you're a comfortable performer. You're comfortable with card forces, you're comfortable with doing a card spring outside or in somebody's living room, and you're comfortable with doing the little stabby thing. Like, I think this is, even though this is all easy, I think marrying it all together, you kind of have to have some relaxed attitude about you. You know, I don't think this is something you want to just rush because I don't think it won't play as pretty, I think, if you're rushed. This is a really casual, kind of fun, playful trick. How much setup and reset is there? All right, so setup wise, pretty minimal, okay? Really minimal. Reset, you ever played 52 card pickup before? Because that's pretty much where you're at. And if you do this outside, right? If you do this outside and it's like a sidewalk and your cards are now all over the ground and some are in the wet grass, you've pretty much just ruined your deck. Like, so I don't know. I mean, you just sat there and did a card spring. So you've had them all folded up and then you sprung them all over the dirty ground. Your deck's probably gone. So think about where you're going to perform this and how you want to do your reset. I don't know that there's a lot of reset to this. I think this is kind of a one trick and then you're done kind of thing. Positives. All right, so what are the positives to Sonic Stab? Sans Minds has updated the age-old card stab routine. This is a great closer to your card routines, especially for the walk-around performer. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? You know, like we say around here, there's negatives to everything. These are just the negatives that I see. They don't have to be the negatives that you see. Well, first of all the cards are on the ground, like I mentioned earlier, right? All the cards are on the ground. That's not always great. And Super Dave's actually going to teach you how to do a card force using a short card. And so that also means your gimmick that you just made and used is on the ground as well. So your gimmick's down there too. And you know, you can only do this with one card force. It's not like you can load this up with multiple cards. So you got those two negatives, but that's pretty much it. Is it worth your money? It's 25 bucks. $25 for a DVD, 18 minutes long. You still have to provide your own cards and your own headphones. I think you figure it out. You figure if this is worth it for you. Who would like this? I think especially this plays for walk-around performers, especially street magicians. It's gonna work that one time where you have that big crowd and you've got them all worked up and then you just whack and then you do that as your closer and you walk off leaving your cards all over the ground. That'd be a great way to leave them. All right, so that's pretty much everything I can say about Sonic Stab from Loki Kross and Sans Minds. Of course, I wanna thank Murphy's Magic Supplies for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you would like to purchase it for yourself, you can find it from your very favorite Murphy's Magic dealer. Thanks, bye.